The product of two positive consecutive integers is equal to 56. Find the two integers. So, we're going to find two consecutive. To find that, let's have first our representation. In the given positive consecutive integers, to find our representation, let's say we have the numbers 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. To find the consecutive terms, we just need to add 1 from the previous one. So let's say our x is 5. So to find the next term, we just need to add 1. So that means in our representation, that is equal to x plus 1. So if x is 5, therefore 5 plus 1, that is 6. To find the next term, that is x plus 2. So 5 plus 2, which is 7. So we need to find two consecutive. So let's say x will be our first integer. Therefore, our second will be x plus 1 with the second integer. Now, go back to our question. Whose product is equal to 56? So their product is 56. So our equation, x times x plus 1 is equal to 56. So you just need to multiply the first and second integer. That will be our equation. Now, let us proceed to our solution. I will erase this. Okay? Our solution is, copy the equation, x times x plus 1 is equal to 56. Then distribute x. So x times x, that is x squared. X times 1, positive x, is equal to, copy 56. Now, transpose the constant, which is 56. So x squared plus x minus 56 is equal to 0. This is now a trinomial. Find the factors. So is equal to 0. Since this is negative 56, our factor has a sign of positive and negative. Factors of x squared is x and x. Now let us find factors of 56 or negative 56 that if we're going to get the sum is equal to 1. So that is 8 times 7. 8 times 7, 56. So 1 is negative, the other one is positive. So which is positive, which is negative? Since this is 1, so 8 will be the positive, then 7 will be the negative. Okay? Then equate to 0. X plus 8 is equal to 0, and the other one, x minus 7 is equal to 0. Now solve for x. X sub 1 is equal to negative 8. X sub 2 is equal to positive 7. We are looking for positive integer or positive number. So we're going to neglect negative 8. We're just going to get positive 7. So our answer is x is equal to 7. Then the other one, x plus 1, that is 7 plus 1, which is 8. Again, we will omit negative 8 because we're just looking for the positive integer. So our final answer is 7. A rectangular garden has a length of x plus 2 and a width of x plus 1 and an area of 42. find the perimeter of this garden. So let's start with our representation. Representation, we have a rectangle, a rectangular garden. So area of that rectangular garden is equal to length times width. Therefore, in our representation, we need to find the length and the width. So length is equal to x plus 2. And width is equal to x plus 1. Okay. Following our representation in our formula, we can find our equation. Let us substitute length times the width. So length is x plus 2 times the width x plus 1 given the area of 42 is equal to 42. Let us proceed in our solution. So let us copy our equation. X plus 2 times x plus 1 is equal to 42. Now, FOIL method. X times x, x squared. X times 1, positive x. 2 times x, positive 2x. 2 times 1, positive 2. And that is equal to 42. Combine like terms. So we have x squared plus x plus 2x, that is 3x, plus 2 is equal to 42. Let us transpose 42 on the left side. So we have x squared plus 3x plus 2 minus 42 is equal to 0. Don't forget, if you're going to transpose one number, you need to change the sign. Now, let us combine like terms. X squared plus 3x, 2 minus 42, negative 40 is equal to 0. And now, let us find the factors of negative 40. So, our factors is equal to 0. So, x and x, the factors of x squared. Since this is negative, so our factor has a sign of 1 positive and 1 negative. Factors of negative 40 now. The sum must be positive 8. That is 8 times 5. So which is positive? So we have positive 8 and negative 5. Okay. Now equate to 0, that is x plus 8 is equal to 0 and x minus 5 is equal to 0. X sub 1 is equal to negative 8 and x sub 2 is equal to positive 5. Since we are talking about the measurement, we will only consider the positive value. So we will omit negative 8 and consider the positive 5. So our length is x plus 2, so that is equal to 5 plus 2, which is 7. And the other one, with x plus 1, which is 5 plus 1, which is 6. Our final question is, find the perimeter. Perimeter of a rectangular garden is equal to 2 length plus 2 width. So 2 times the length is 7 plus 2 times the width is 6. So 2 times 7, that is 14, plus 2 times 6, that is 12. So add 14 plus 12, that is equal to 26. So our perimeter for the final answer, perimeter is 26 units. Find an integer or integers such that twice its square is equal to 72. Representation muna tayo. Representation. So let x or any variable be our integer. Yan. Then equation such that twice its square. Twice daw ng square niya. So, x square I is equal to 72. Yan. Ulitin natin. Such that twice nung square nung ating integer is equal to 72. Then, isolve natin siya. So, ito yung ating working equation. So, madali lang siya isolve. Extracting the square root. Okay. So, diretso na natin. Divided by, dito na lang. Our solution. 2x squared is equal to 72. Divide by 2. Then, this will be equal to 1. So, x squared is equal to 72 divided by 2. That is 36. Now, extract the square root. Our first lesson. X is equal to positive negative square root of 36. 6. Okay. So, this is our final answer. Positive, negative, 6. So, i-check nga natin. So, kapag positive 6, 6 square, 36 times 2, 72 siya. Kapag negative 6 naman, negative 6 square, so 36 times 2, 72 pa rin. Tama. So, yan yung kung pag-solve ng ating quadratic equation kapag digit number lang siya. Or integer lang hinahanap. Find the consecutive integers such that the sum of their squares is 145. So dito gagamitin natin yung ating comprehension and analysis. Yung dalawang magkasunod daw na number or integer can be positive or negative such that yung sum of their squares is 145. Paano ba natin nire-represent muna si consecutive? Di ba yung consecutive magkasunod? Let's say meron tayong 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nire-represent natin yan. Let's say, ang first number natin, first integer natin ay x. Para makuha yung ikalawa, nag-add tayo ng isa. So, x plus 1. Para naman makuha yung ikatlo, nag-add tayo ng dalawa. Yung ika-apat, nag-add tayo ng tatlo. I-check natin. If x is equal to 1, so 1 plus 1, that is 2. So 1 plus 2, that is 3. 1 plus 3, that is 4. Then, x plus 4, so 1 plus 4, that is 5. So ito yung ginagamit natin sa ating consecutive integers. So let's say, let x be the first integer natin. Yan. Siyempre, magkasunod daw siya. So, yung kasunod niya ngayon ay x plus 1 be our second integer. Okay. Then, balikan natin yung question. May representation na tayo. Sunod natin. This is our representation. After representation, balik tayo ngayon sa ating given, then magfo-form tayo ng ating equation. Ayan. such that the sum of their squares is 145. Yung square daw nila, so yung x square, gustinto natin x square plus yung square ng isa, x plus 1 square is equal to 145. Ayan. Yan na ngayon yung ating working equation. Solve na natin siya. So, dito na natin solve. Okay. So, copy x squared plus square of a binomial, square the first term, so that is x squared, multiply the first and the second term, that is x times 1, that is x times 2, times 2, so positive 2x. And square the second term, plus 1 is equal to 145. Special product to, kung hindi gaano na master, balikan yung video natin sa grade 8 playlist. Now, combine like terms. X squared plus x squared, that is 2x squared. Plus 2x plus 1, transpose natin. Negative 145 is equal to 0. X squared plus 2x, 1 minus 145, negative 144 is equal to 0. Check natin yung ating equation. Divisible siya ng 2. So, pwede natin siyang i-reduce. Divide the equation by 2. So, mangyayari, x squared plus x minus 144 divided by 2. That is 70. Is it 77? Is equal to 0. Tama, 77. 77 or 72? Should be 72. 72. Yan. Pwede natin siya i-factor out. May naiisip na ba kayong number na pag pinag-multiply natin ay negative 72 siya? 9 times 7. Okay, 9 times 7. So, x. Alin si negative, alin si positive? So, positive 9, negative 7. Check natin. 9 times negative 7, negative 72. 9 minus 7. Oh, 72. That should be 9, 18, 27, 36, 45, 54, 63, 72. 9 times 8. I'm so sorry for that. 9 times 8. 9 times 8. 72. 9 times 8, 72. 9 minus 1 is x. Now equate to 0. So, x plus 9 is equal to 0. So, our x sub 1 is equal to negative 9. And our x minus 8 is equal to 0. So, x is equal to positive 8. So, negative 9 and 8. So, ano daw yung mga integers natin? So, integers can be negative or positive. So, yung first natin, kapag negative 9 yung ginamit natin, so that is negative 9. Ano nangyari sa marker? Negative 9. Now, we have negative 9 plus 1. Substitute lang natin. Negative 9 plus 1. Negative 8. So, negative 8. At yung kapag positive 8 naman, so 8. 8 plus 1, that is 9. So ito ngayon yung ating final answer. So i-check natin, no? So 9 squared, 145. Pwede natin i-double check. So, ganyan kung paano mag-solve ng ating word problems. This is the consecutive integers. A rectangular table has an area of 27 square feet and a perimeter of 24 feet. What are the dimensions of the table? So, start tayo sa ating representation. Representation natin. Sa ating representation, meron tayong rectangular table. So, alam natin na ang area ng rectangular table ay length times width. Pero given yung area na 27. So, 27 is equal to length times width. Yan. Next. And the perimeter of 24 feet. So, given din si perimeter. So, perimeter, anong perimeter natin? 2 length plus 2 width. So, ang perimeter daw ay 24 is equal to 2L plus 2 width. Yan. So, pwede natin siyang i-reduce kasi divisible by 2. So, i-reduce natin. Divided by 2, 12 is equal to length plus width. Ito yung kailangan natin. Okay, sulat natin sa ating equation. Equation. Itong length times width is equal to 27. So, change lang natin. Then, L plus width is equal to 12. Meron tayong sum and product. So, sa previous lesson natin, na-discuss natin na makakagawa tayo ng equation gamit yung ating sum and ating product. So, x squared minus yung ating sum, which is 12x, plus yung ating product, which is 27, is equal to 0. Okay. Kunin natin ngayon factors ni 27 na pag pinag-add natin ay negative 12. That is 9 times 3, obviously. Pero parehas negative. So, x minus 3 tsaka x minus 9. 9 times 3, 27. Negative 3 minus 9, negative 12. Na-equate natin sa 0. So, x minus 3 is equal to 0, and x minus 9 is equal to 0. So, our x sub 1 is equal to 3, x sub 2 is equal to positive 9. So, ito ngayon yung ating answer. Ang length natin ay answer. Ang length natin is 9 and ang width natin ay 3. Okay. Yan. Pero pwede naman tayo mag-trial and error. Trial and error. Analyze natin. So, ang alam natin ay rectangular table. Ang kanyang area ay 27. At ang kanyang perimeter ay 24 feet. So, ano ba yung magkuha natin? So, pag naiisip pa lang natin, ang factors ng 27 talaga is 9 times 3. Pero kailangan natin i-check yung kanyang perimeter. Kung ito ay 9, ito naman ay 3, yan. So, dapat 24. So, 9, 18, 18 plus 6, 24. So, ito na ngayon yung ating length is 9, width is 3. Madali lang naman kasi 9 times 3, 27. Dapat lang sa perimeter, i-add mo lahat. Pero, pag ni-require yung solution, ito dapat yung ipapakita natin. Pero pag multiple choice siya, makukuha natin siya kagad through trial and error. Mario and Kenneth work in a car wash station. The time that Mario takes in washing a car alone is 20 minutes, less than the time that Kenneth takes in washing the same car. If both of them work together in washing the car, it will take them 24 minutes. How long will it take each of them to wash the car? So, meron daw tayo si Mario at si Kenneth. Si Mario daw, kino-compare siya kay Kenneth. So, let's say Kenneth be our X. Then, kaya daw niyang tapusin yung isang car ng less than 20 minutes kay Mario. So, X minus 20. Yan. Hahanapin natin kung anong oras, ilang minutes kaya tapusin ni Kenneth na mag-isa, at saka ilang minutes kaya tapusin ni Mario mag-isa, yung isang kotse kapag lilinisin nila. Nasa condition natin, kapag nagsama sila parehas, 24 minutes sila matatapos. So sa equation natin, 1 over yung time ni Mario, X minus 20, plus 1 over yung time ni Kenneth, X is equal to 1 over yung time nila together. That is 24. Then, solve na natin. 1 over X minus 20 plus 1 over X is equal to 1 over 24. Find the LCD. So, dito sa left side, na ating equation ng LCD natin is X times X minus 20. So, divide natin, X times X minus 20 divided by X minus 20. So, X na lang, times 1, so X. Plus, X times X minus 20 divided by X. So, cancel yan, magiging X minus 12 is equal to 1 over 24. Kopihin lang natin. Next, simplify na natin. X plus X, that is 2X. Positive times negative minus 20. Over X times X, that is X squared minus 20. X. May X tayo. X times negative 20 is negative 20X. Is equal to 1 over 24. Cross multiply para mawala na yung ating denominator. So, cross. So, X squared minus 20X times 1. So, siya pa din is equal to 24 times 2X. That is 48X. And negative 20 times positive 24, negative, ilan yan? 480. Now, let us equate to 0. Transpose. So, mayate, x squared minus 20x minus 48x plus 480 is equal to 0. Combine like terms. So, x squared minus negative 20 minus 48, 68x plus 480 is equal to 0. Now, factor out. So, it's equal to 0, x and x. Factors of 480. Dapat, ang sum niya is 68. Can we try 60 times 8? 60 times 8? Tama ba? 60 times 8? 6 times 8, 48. O, sakto, 480. So, negative 8 and negative 60. Yan. So, equate natin ngayon. Our x sub 1 is equal to 8. And x sub 2 is equal to 60. So, balikan natin. Ayun na ba ang kukunin natin dyan? Si 8 or si 60? So, kapag kinuha natin si 8 minus 20, that is negative 14. Wala naman tayong negative hours. So, hindi applicable si 8. So, dapat mas mataas. So, hindi natin siya i-consider. Next, 60. 60 minus 20. 60 minus 20, that is 40. 40 minutes. Pasok? Ayan. Then si Kenneth, 60 minutes. So yung answer natin, kay Mario, kaya niya ng 40 minutes. 40 minutes. Then kay Kenneth, kaya niya ng 60 minutes. Tapusin yung isang car na linisin. Yan ang ating work problem. So tandaan natin yung formula. 1 over yung time ng isang tao plus 1 over yung isa is equal to 1 over time nila together. Thank you for watching Señor Pablo TV. This is the application of our quadratic formula. Don't forget to subscribe in our channel.